Hey everybody, it's a quick update on my health journey. I just want to share a little bit about health goals. As you can see, I'm still looking healthy. My overly sized shirt is too baggy now. It's amazing. So I'll go back to the story here in a second and share more on that. But honestly, this last year I lost 76 pounds. And here's the cool thing about it. I'm able to share now from this vantage point. I got to my goal weight in June and July, and I have kept the weight off. I'm still right in the middle of my healthy BMI, and I've kept it off. I've stayed healthy. I've gotten more active because I feel better. And from this point in the journey, you can see that now it's October, and we're halfway through October, heading towards November. I'm going to head towards my 44th birthday, and the doctor says my insides are like an 18-year-old's. That's the truth. I mean, it's just amazing. From 76 pounds heavier to this, it's shocking. And the question has been for a lot of folks, can you keep it off? Yeah, I kept it off. I've not gained the weight back. I am constantly staying healthy, and now I'm adding in healthy activities and lifestyle stuff and just motion. And from this vantage point, I got to tell you, the coolest thing that's happened is I found myself feeling better. We call it the Trilogy, and I just want to take a second to talk about it. It's this idea that when you get your health in the right place and you get your body to the loss you need to make, then your mind starts to clear up. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but do you wake up in the mornings and have that fog in your brain? God, I remember the fog in my brain. It was just a year ago. Just 1 year ago, I had pneumonia for an entire month. I was having fog on the brain. I was having the hardest time just keeping going. I kept getting sick. I got sick 6 times in a matter of 3 months, I think it was. That's just incredible. And so I fought off pneumonia, and then I got desperate and said to my current coach, I reached out to him and said, you gotta help me. Lori and I did. And that was the end of last year, heading into Christmas. So right here, right now, a year later, I am here, and I'm reaching out to folks that might be where I was just a year ago. And the great news is weight off as of June and July, and it stayed off. The results are incredible. Part of it's because I jumped into coaching, and coaching absolutely has given me accountability and a reason to keep the weight off. It's pretty incredible. I get paid to stay healthy and help other people get healthy, and I get paid a lot to do that. It's pretty awesome. So that's been incredible. But the rest of the Trilogy, let's finish the Trilogy. So what happens is you wake up in the morning, you got this groggy head thing going on. It's hard to think. You feel like, oh, I'm just getting older, and you chalk it up to old age. That's what I was doing. Listen, I'm about to be 44, and I've got more energy than when I was 19. I'm not making that up. You guys have seen me. I'm just like crazy on fire. Anybody that's seen me preach lately, tell me I'm not telling the truth. I've got more fire and energy than before. It's not about getting older. It's about what we're doing with our body and how we're stewarding what God has given us in our body and in our health and our nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, when you start taking care of your body and you get it in order, your brain clears up. The brain fog goes away. That mental duress goes away. And you know the next thing starts to happen? Relationships get easier. You start having capacity for your kids when they're being crazy, or issues with family, friends, or whatever. It's just like, well, I got this. Capacity kicks in. You've got patience and peace because you're not always stuck or striving or even feeling out of alignment with your values. Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in your skin? Like your skin doesn't feel right, you know? Hey, John, it's good to see you. Sometimes it just happens, and then you get downtrodden or stuck or overwhelmed or exhausted, and then you don't have capacity for those little battles that come along that shouldn't knock you off course. Somebody says something and it shouldn't knock you off course, but it does, right? Well, when you get your body in order and you really do the hard work of, starting to do the right nutrition and, getting your brain cleared up, like I'm showing these videos on how to create lean and greens. You're eating the right kinds of things, your body gets cleared up, your mind clears up. When your mind clears up, your relationships get better, your spiritual time gets better. You get up in the morning, you wake up with energy, and you're like, I'm ready to have a quiet time. And you can have quiet times, you can meditate, you can focus. Did you know, studies show this stuff is simple as taking in too much sugar can make it where it's hard for kids and people to focus. So when you get your nutrition right, your brain clears, the brain fog clears, the pain goes away. I hadn't had pain in my body in forever, and I'm off all my meds, right? And I've kept it off now since June and July. I've stayed the same. I've lost it. But When that clears and your brain clears, then life just gets better around you. And then the next thing that happens is you start to find that the community gets better and church gets better, finances get better. And it's just easy. I told a real estate group this. I said, when you deal with your body and you get your mind in place and you're focused in your meditation, you're just seeking God and you're rested in your soul and you feel better and your values are in order and you're living your health values even, that the outcome is that you just do better in business, and you do. People get more engaged. It's easier to be creative. You feel inspired. You're hopeful. It's just like when you work out or you walk or something. When you do that, it kicks in endorphins and adrenaline, and it just makes you more inspired. You feel better inside. You feel better in your skin. And that's the case. Now, with our program, like I said, there's no exercise to get this off. It's all about nutrition and coaching and community. So you get the weight off just with that. And then the healthy activities built in small incremental step. It's like doing baby steps. Incremental things over a long period of time having huge results, 76 pounds down. And that's really the trilogy. What we find is when people deal with the body stuff, the mind stuff follows. When the mind stuff follows, you have capacity, you're able to focus, you get creative again, and then everything works in the zone of business and community and finance. Our finances have taken off. And not only that, but if folks do want to coach and have the accountability, if you're one of our clients and you think, I want to coach later, there's a blessing of finance in it. You could do really well like we are. But that's the whole thing. And I just want to share that today as we got going in. This is the update on my health. Yes, I've kept the weight off. The question for some folks is, can you keep the weight off? Does it really work? Well, guess what? From June till now, Lori and I have kept the weight off. We're staying healthy. We're coaching people. We have incredible income. We're hanging out with some of the best people we've ever met in the world. Some of you are our friends on Facebook, and we're getting to invest in our friends and family, and they're seeing results, and they're joining us on a journey. This is my best part of my life so far. I'm getting family time. I'm not going to DC all the time for IT stuff like I was. I'm able to consult from here, and really that's now something I'm in a management relationship with. I'm not day-to-day tier 1 or tier 3 support anymore. That's amazing to me. I built the teams, and now I'm primarily a health coach. All of which has happened since last year. So let me tell you real quick before I finish. Last year I had the worst year of my life. It was the toughest year. I was doing 714 consulting and traveling every month. I spent more than 1/4 of my entire year was in DC or somewhere else away from my family. I was exhausted. I weighed more weight than I've ever weighed before, 230 some odd pounds. I had pneumonia, and it became like double pneumonia. I was bedridden for a couple weeks while I was going on all kinds of meds to get me off. I was in the worst situation, highest blood pressure, pre-diabetic, and just not doing well 1 year ago. Going into the end of the year, I said to myself, I can't go in another year like this. It's got to change. If I can just lose some weight. I tried running. I tried all kinds of stuff. It didn't work. It just hurt my body. But I reached out to my coach with Lori. Lori's help. Lori helped me all the way. She's the one that really pushed it. We reached out to our coach. And he said, let's see what we can do. We took our health back in community with some of the best people I've ever been around. And now it's staying off. And look at our life this year, guys. From February till now, it's incredible. All the things we've gotten to do and how the family's grown and what's happening. So the reason why I'm doing this today, because I want to share that with everybody. If I can share health with you guys, with anybody out there, please reach out and let me help you. If I can share finance with you, please let me help you, because I love to help people learn how to coach even. And bless their life and have an at-home business. I love helping people get the health because I see what it does in families. We got an email yesterday talking about what our life meant to a family, the prayers and the time invested, and what had happened in breakthrough in their family's lives, how someone in this family had gone from bedridden, not able to get going, to having a job, having a life, having hope. And they really credit it to, well, the Lord, but us being used by the Lord. I told Lori, I was like, print that email off and stick it on our wall. We're seeing some of these incredible results in families. And you guys, if we can help you, love to help you too. It's not that we figured it all out and we're awesome. Really, we're not. We're just broken people that have had someone else link arms with us and pull us out of a hole. And if we can do that for someone else, we're going to do it. So anyway, love you guys. That's my encouragement for today. That's my health update. It's been awesome. Can you keep the weight off? Well, yeah. So August, September, October, 3 months now, stayed off and getting healthier. Actually lost a pound last night and didn't even mean to. So I'm now in the lower range of my BMI, and I'm already transitioned off the program. So anyway, it can be done. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Reach out and let us help you. We love this. We love you. And you know what? If nothing else, we'll see you at New Year's when you make a resolution, because, you know, it works.